What up, Gaben? My name's DragonF94, aka Draco. You can find me on Steam under the username of DragonF120. But I'm here to more or less address a couple grievances. In regards to grenades. This guy here, the scout, he's more or less focusing on crits, mini crits, stuff like that, and more or less stunning the other player. Why not give him a time delayed grenade that he gets kind of like his Girardi, no, not Girardi, but his jar of milk, or his bonk atomic punch, or his baseball. The concussion grenades, when he throws them, will have a 3-second countdown before they detonate and stun nearby players. Those closer to the blast will wind up with more of a stun duration and those further away. The soldier, of course, everybody's favorite. In all honesty though, why even have the bandolier of grenades if you're not going to implement them? I mean, it's great that you have them as grenades on the soldier, but why not just give him a couple grenades that have that same effect of scout, where he only has like one grenade that he can throw at a time before a timer kicks in? Or, here's a better idea, give him 2 grenades that he can use, and he doesn't have any more grenades after that until he hits an ammo box or a resupply closet. Yeah, no. That way people can't spam these 2 here repeatedly and just have them thrown all over the map. They actually have 2 grenades that they gotta keep their eye on. The pyro, again. Bandolier of grenades. You know, it's one of those things where, why have these if you're not going to implement them? They could be turned into freaking incendiary round grenades where you chuck them and they create a small napalm effect. It's like a small field of fire that builds up around the one area, and anybody who runs through it gets a damage over time, like if they were hit by a burst stream from the flamethrower. You know? Otherwise, just don't even incorporate these 3 here into the game. Demoman, the only thing I can say about him is if you're going to give him a 6-shot grenade launcher, because that's what, 2, 4, 6 right there, why only have it shoot 4 grenades at a time? His vest has, what, 6 to 8, 6 grenades on it total? Another thing, the bottle in his hand. When you swing it once, have it break open, and when he swings it again, if he makes contact with somebody, give them a bleed effect. Broken bottles are naturally going to cause bleeding, you know? The heavy, all I can say is, don't make him as vulnerable as the scout when it comes to push damage, or push from the explosives. Here we go. Engineer has this one game mode called Tower Defense, where he can literally go about, set stuff up. They start off with 0 metal, and there's metal catches all over. He starts off with 0 metal, you grab a metal catch, you place your sentry or whatever. And after you're all ready, they shoot here to trigger it, and other robots, like player or computers, will come through, run along the specified path to try and get, they follow the orange path all the way up, and it would be better if I just switched to scout for speed. But anyways, they run along this path to get to a point. the whole point of tower defense is everybody's running engineer. And as you go along, you get upgrades after every so many waves. And this is just a community map that I stumbled across on community servers. But anyways, robots will come from behind this glass, run out, in a line, follow this orange path on this map, up to the point where they make it over there. You know, their goal is to make it through this orange path, all the way to the end goal over here, where they capture. We are all blue engineers, and our job is to prevent them from doing that. Any towers we buy wind up over here. Said towers are a healing tower, a homewrecker pyro, an engineer tower, an air blast pyro, bushwhacker sniper, juggle tower, Girardi sniper, liberty tower, Machina tower, a backburner tower, a heavy, Natasha, think that's just a standard soldier, flare gun pyro, guillotine tower, and after 5 waves we get a dispenser to gain more metal and whatnot with, you know? But why not have this be an actual game mode in Team Fortress 2? You know, like MVM is. Only instead of having the robots be unpredictable and firing back, you just have to stop them from making their way continuously along this path. Now granted, on this particular map, there's a glitch right along in this area here, which will allow you to place teleporters down. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to place buildings on the path because the robots can't go past them, you know. And people have been using that glitch just to keep robots from making their way up to here before. But anyways, like I was saying, back to the class selection. Engineer. Why not give him... Because, I mean, you have your construction PDA, you have your destruction PDA, and you have people like me who have this kind of screen, which kind of flubs everything up. But why not move your construction PDA and destruction PDA up here, move these 4 loadout slots over here a little bit, or hell, even up here, and give the engineer, like, a teleportation grenade or something. You know, something that's technological, that he can use. Now, you can see by my construction PDA that my destruction construction PDAs look different than your standard. That's because I got a client-side mod going here. And that client-side mod allows me to see sentries in a different build. Again, this is all Community Workshop. It's out there. You can find it under the Artillery Sentry mod. I will be linking it to you in my email as well, so you can get a better look at them. But since I don't have metal, I can't really show you. All I can show you is just the fact that the little crates, if you can see in the icon, look like World War II build boxes, or World War II crates from Manco.
Sentry going up!
The sentry gun is in a different design. Now, I don't have a metal refill, so unfortunately I can't show you the whole setup unless... Hold on a minute. I am so stupid.
Erecting a dispenser.
As you can see, there have been mods for the dispenser, there have been mods for the sentry, there have been mods for pretty much everything out there, you know. It's not uncommon to see creeper mods for the dispenser from Minecraft. Like, you'll get a creeper skin on the sentry, and there'll be a creeper face instead of an empty full gauge.